Hey, I'm up for a couple days in Omaha, Nebraska, and we're visiting a brand new headquarters construction project that's using our new product, SimpleSoffits. We're gonna go in here, talk to the guys with E&K, see what their experiences are and how they're using SimpleSoffits. Got Jay here with E&K.
Yes, sir.
And he's the foreman on the job here. We got some SimpleSoffits right up here. Got a long run of SimpleSoffits. And tell me what you're doing with it.
Well, we got a shade pocket involved with this and some diffusers. So we had Armstrong bend us up some pieces with the dimensions we gave them, and it's working out great. We're installing it using a lot of L-runner, the cam L-runner, and we're putting them in, framing in diffusers, and just clicking along.
Now,
grab them out of the box, bend them up, and install them.
Now you're doing a little different. You're doing 50 inches on center.
50-inch tees for the diffusers. The ductwork boot that goes in there is wider than using a 4-foot tee. So we're using a 50-inch tee to accommodate the tinners.
The air boot requires a 4-foot dimension to drop into. And with drywall grid, normal 4-foot on center framing does not give you a flange to flange opening of 4 feet. So you're notching and cutting and making things not, it's taking up a lot of time. So right here what they did is they installed our 50-inch cross tees. So they basically put these SimpleSoffit frames, put them on 50-inch centers, then put in 50-inch cross tees, and now they have a full 48-inch opening, flange to flange, for that air boot to drop in. Great little trick. Remember that 50-inch tee. Jay, how would you have built these if you had to build them before SimpleSoffit?
Well, we probably would have took regular mains and framed a ceiling out and then dropped it off the ceiling and then just returned it up using a lot more, probably L-runner and wires.
And then you'd have the jig time of putting it together?
And the jig time, yeah.
What about, do you ever build this traditionally out of stud and track?
We have, yes. Just way overbuilt, a lot more material.
Hey, I got Zach Sanders here. He's been putting up SimpleSoffit for 2 days now, and I just wanted to get Zach's opinion. We built these to be perfect to the framing dimensions that you want, but we left that a little bit long there.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do that for?
Just in case, say, running up against the wall, it might hump out a little bit.
Yep.
Gives us some extra play with.
Give you some play there, so you
Yeah.
can trim it to your exact size that you need.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts after hanging this for 2 days?
It simplifies a lot of stuff and makes it easier for it. It's just slap and go.
And here's a full stick, Zach. This is how it comes. Maybe you can show the camera here how to bend them. That's how we get them out of the box. You bend them there, make sure you clip it together.
Get
Here's
that
the pop.
clip.
Right?
The other advantage is no pan heads, no fasteners.
Oh, yeah.
No pan heads at all, no screws, nothing required to put that together.
If you do need a fastener, Armstrong created 2 holes right here. You just pop a screw right in there.
Okay, hey, I got Zach Williamson. He's the project manager for E&K, and we're just talking about, from an ordering process with this product, the benefit that you get because you're specifying where you want that route hole. There's no working on the jig table. There's no cutting off a bunch of main runner scrap trying to get your route hole layout right. And what did that mean for you on the job, Zach?
The pre-planning part was relatively simple, and the route holes, the beauty of those is, again, it's something you can replicate the same every single time. When you're dealing with lay-in mechanical items, the rough opening sizes are critical because if you get out there, you start installing those, they don't fit right, your drywall holes are too big, whatever, your rework costs that are involved with that are always very costly. So the fact that we could guarantee that these rough openings were going to be the same with every single condition was a really huge piece, and it makes the installation go very, very quick.
So, just the cost for a SimpleSoffit main runner by itself, that is more than standard drywall grid, but because of what Zach was telling you, just the simplicity of this, less scrap, no jig, it far outweighs the standard cost of a normal main runner. But you're only paying the higher cost for the SimpleSoffit itself. All of your cam, all your 4-foot tees, that's just standard material pricing.
Yeah. No, and we've seen, right now we're seeing probably 3 times the production in terms of quantity, condition quantity a day. And again, so, you have a little bit of time on the front side, and like you said, the material cost, but, we're seeing the benefits of it in the field, which is, really the most important thing.
That's great. One thing that E&K was able to take advantage of here with the SimpleSoffits on this perimeter soffit that we've been talking about is they're using our Axiom perimeter pockets. And up inside, when you need to have that wood nailer up there with a rip of plywood, you're not screwing it up to the underside of studs or any traditionally framed pocket. You're cutting rips of plywood and just laying it in like ceiling tile into that cavity up inside the SimpleSoffit pocket. Very easy to do, and it saves you a lot of time and labor. One of the things with SimpleSoffit that contractors are quick to point out, that they figure out quickly when they're doing their first job, is that with normal drywall grid soffit jobs, you have to calculate in laying out your jig where your route holes are going to run, because if you don't have route holes lining up, then you're screwing all your cross tees in and you're losing productivity. So to get proper route hole alignment and placement within the jig and creating your frames, you have to typically cut off some main runner, and you got some fall off, and that's scrap that ultimately gets used somewhere else. But with SimpleSoffit, you're giving us the framing dimensions. We're not concerned about finished dimensions. We're concerned about framing to framing dimensions, but you're also telling us where you want a cross tee, whether you want them 16 inches or 24 inches on center or whatever spacing that you need. We're going to make them special for you. So, big selling point with SimpleSoffits. Big productivity saver, big time, material, and labor saver.
Want to run some of your own comparison calculations? Go to armstrongceilings.com/savingscalc and test run our Soffit Savings Calculator. You can calculate 5 different common soffits. All you have to do is enter in your labor rate, your soffit measurements, and material pricing. We will compare that soffit 3 ways so you can see if SimpleSoffit is the solution for your next project.